Yo, what's up, guys? It's Snods here, back with another video. Today, we're going to be going over some hitting tips. I know it's a little late. We're at the end of the year with MLB The Show, so I'm going to try not to hone too much on, the basic stuff, like the PCI settings and all that stuff. I wanted to hit on a few things that I haven't really seen too much out there in the community. I am an Xbox player, so this tip that I'm going to throw out there is huge for Xbox players. You will see that in the future here. If you're on PlayStation, you're living the dream and everything's running smooth for you. But yeah, you can definitely watch this video if you're on PlayStation as well. I will let you know what my approach is. If you guys are on a little slump right now, you can try to follow my approach and hopefully it works out for you. We'll get right into it. If you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. We're a former Madden YouTuber, and now we're doing MLB The Show because Madden sucks. Let's get right into it, boys. All right, so this is the Xbox tip that I was telling you guys. If you guys are on Xbox Next Gen and you're using a Next Gen controller, and you notice that the PCI is a bit laggy, it almost looks like it's dropping frames per second. It just looks terrible and it throws you off. Look at the PCI. Look how kind of glitchy it looks. It just doesn't look like it's moving very smooth. This is the problem. If you guys have an Xbox Next Gen console and you're using an Xbox Next Gen controller, switch to the Xbox One old gen controller and all your problems will be fixed. Now, I know this is a hitting video, but I wanted to show how bad the controller is on the Next Gen, on the pitching side of things. Look how I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but just look how glitched out it looks when you're doing the pattern. Like, I'm not stopping at all, and it's saying that I'm stopping in my motion. There's just something wrong with the Next Gen controllers, and it's just all broken. I like the Next Gen controllers a lot better, and I wish I could use them, but I just can't. So, I mean, it's tough. Hopefully they fix it on MLB The Show 22. But for now, we're going to have to live with the Xbox One controllers because I'm telling you right now, it is night and day. And you're going to thank me for it if you guys have been having issues with this. But now, we're going to switch over to the Xbox One controller. So now, look at how much more smooth it looks. It's almost... I've played PS5 and the Next Gen Xbox, and this is as close as it gets to being on the PlayStation 5. If you guys have played both consoles in this game, you know that there is a huge difference between the games and consoles. But we are on the old gen Xbox One controller, and everything is much smoother, and it's much easier to find those pitches. And like I said, it's very close to what the PlayStation 5 looks like. And please excuse me there as I am sucking. But, like I said, if you guys are on the Next Gen, switch to the old gen. I will show you on the pitching side of things to show you that pinpoint is possible on the Next Gen Xbox. Look how much better this is for pinpoint. It's much smoother. There's no delays. There's no lag. It's just a better experience. So, there you have it. Now I'm going to show you guys my approach in batting. Alright, so now that we know to switch back to the old gen controller, I'm going to show you guys my approach. Very simple, actually. If you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there play baseball in real life, you want to have the same approach that you would have in real life. So, my favorite pitch is a high pitch. Anything high, I'm taking that out of the park. Now, some of you guys might be different. You might like the inside pitches. You might like the high and in. I know that's a big one. Really, any pitch that you like the most. You want to try to aim your PCI towards that area before the pitcher pitches the ball. And if the ball is not there, not in your zone, and it's a 0-0 count, you're not swinging. You're not swinging at pitches outside of that zone until you have 2 strikes. Now, as you can see, I flick my stick up a little bit before the pitcher brings in the ball. And I'll tell you a couple reasons why I do it. One, obviously, because I'm looking for that high pitch. If I get that high pitch, I'm hitting it. The second reason I do it, I'm sure a lot of you had this problem. I know a lot of people that had this problem, and including myself. Dropping your PCI. I used to drop my PCI like crazy, and I could never shake it off. I still do it to this day. It's like golf, you know, you got a slice and you cannot get rid of that slice, right? Same scenario here. I am projecting that I'm probably going to drop my PCI. Probably. I've gotten a little better. I'm not as bad as what I used to be, but I still do it a lot from time to time, especially when I'm slumping. So I will start that PCI up, and if I'm going for a ball that's sort of low, I'm obviously going to drop my PCI. But since we started it up so high, the PCI won't drop as far as it normally does if you start in the middle of the zone, if you guys know what I'm saying. But try this yourself if you have trouble dropping your PCI. Keep it or start it high and then see if you get better. I know I did this when I was dropping my PCI really bad, and it actually helps out a lot. So for your approach, big tip here. Take as many pitches as you can. We're going to try to drive up that pitch count as much as we can. And the way that you can do that is literally saying in your head before every at bat, I am not going to swing the bat until I get my pitch. And that's how it is in real life too. When you go up to the plate and you're at 1 strike or 0 strikes, you're looking for your pitch. You're not trying to chase outside the zone or nothing like that. Now, when you get to 2 strikes, obviously you want to protect here. I still hit my PCI up a little bit. You can do whatever you want. You can keep it at the middle so you're, I guess, protecting a little more and you're not being picky on your pitches. But once you get 2 strikes, that's when you want to protect. But yeah, guys, if you go into the at-bat every single time and say, I'm not swinging until I get my pitch, and you do that, you're going to notice that the pitcher's stamina is going to go down. Now, obviously, if you're facing 99 Verlander that throws over 300 pitches and doesn't get tired, that's tough. You can't do nothing about that. But you can still use the same approach. That way you can get used to it. But going into MLB The Show 22, there will not be pitchers out there that can throw 200 pitches and still be in the green for stamina. If you use this approach, you're going to tire out pitchers real quick, and you're going to get your pitch, and you're going to get a lot of home runs, I promise. Now, when I was first getting into MLB The Show, I was always looking for videos out there, a quick fix, something to make my hitting better. Most of the videos out there are going to show you the settings, what they're using on their PCI and what camera's the best. Honestly, guys, that is all personal preference. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different preference. You can't go off what a YouTuber tells you to do. So when it comes to PCI settings and cameras, obviously, I recommend Strike Zone and all that stuff, but it's going to come down to, which camera can you locate the ball the best. I know some people like to use Strike Zone 2, mainly because you can pick up low pitches a lot better. Strike Zone 1, you can't really pick up low pitches as well as you can on Strike Zone 2. That's, one of the benefits of Strike Zone 2, in my opinion. But like I said, everybody's different. Find your best camera and PCI and stick with it. Do not change it, okay? If you guys change it, you're going to throw things out of whack, and that's going to be the reason why you guys slump. Stick to one thing, get good at it, have an approach. Once I had an approach at the plate, that's when my game changed, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen with you guys as well. I hope it works for you. Now, little minor things that definitely helped out my game is having control freaks. I'm sure you guys have heard of those. They're little extensions that you can put on your controllers, and it kind of gives you a better wide range of hitting the ball. And this especially is huge for Xbox players. Xbox players, we struggle on this game because this controller is not made for this game. It is made the PlayStation controller is made for MLB The Show. But if you get a pair of Control Freaks, makes the game a lot easier. I have adjusted very well. Like I said, I've been on PlayStation and Xbox, and I'm mainly Xbox now. So I have adjusted well, and I'm doing just fine with my Control Freaks. I just got some last week, actually. And also, having a monitor definitely helps as well. You don't want to be looking at a 70-inch TV where you literally have to turn your head to look at the ball. Yes, get you a mid-size monitor. It's also more affordable than buying yourself a nice TV. Get yourself a nice little 1080p monitor, and you'll be sitting great. And you'll be able to locate the ball a lot better. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope these tips can help you guys out. I know it is late in the season. We got MLB The Show 22 coming out here. It'll probably be a few months. Let me know if this works for you. The good thing about these tips is that you can use it in pretty much any MLB The Show game. You can have the same approach in every single game. There's really, I doubt there's going to be much of a change in the next game. So hopefully you guys can use these tips and use them pretty much the rest of your time while you play MLB The Show. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to sub and like the video if you guys are new around here. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.